Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your January 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aries, welcome. The key themes showing up for you in the month of January 2024, you have body talk, followed by soul tribe, and you have Wanderlust. Beautiful energy here. And at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, or could be unexpectedly, but I feel like this is actually going to be a really good thing, is you have family and you also have messages. So there could be some incoming news regarding family. I feel like this also is ancestral healing. There could be messages or downloads through your dreams that allow you to make some big changes in 2024. Now, I will be putting out yearly readings as well in the following week. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so you don't miss out. So when you have family showing up at the bottom of the deck, some of you could even be hearing from a family member. I'm getting RSVP. If you are planning some travel arrangements, there could be someone coming last minute, or this can be spontaneous trips. I'm also feeling for some of you, you're going to hear from someone that maybe you haven't heard from for a while. This could even be someone who's crossed over. You may hear from them in your dreams. You may receive some downloads, because 2024 for you, Aries, I feel like January, you're setting the groundwork for a really wonderful year ahead. And it looks like you're focusing on you. A lot of you, you've gone through some heartache, some financial challenges, some health issues, and you are ready to close the door. I see that here in your energy with the 10 of Swords. You've already closed the door. A lot of you, Aries, have. You said, bye-bye 23. I'm welcoming 2024 with this new energy where some of you, I'm just going to say it here, you're not putting up with crap. You're not putting up with, people making you feel less than, or responding to situations, responding to people or environments that are not welcoming. You're saying, if I'm not wanted here, or if this isn't acceptable on your terms, if there's no sort of negotiation, compromise, or just fairness overall, I feel like you're cutting it out of your life here, Aries. Now you're focusing on you. This is self-love, right? When we choose to focus on, other people or other energies, sometimes we put ourselves on the back burner, and that can be self-abandonment, and you're not abandoning yourself any longer. In the middle of your reading, you have the 7 of Swords in reverse here, Aries. So for a lot of you, yeah, you may have been in fight or flight mode. Okay, for others of you, you did feel that you were putting your needs maybe even on the back burner, or you were doing what you needed to do to survive. I mean, sometimes the 7 of Swords can be, the lying, cheating, stealing, trying to get away with things, that energy. But for whatever reason here, probably because the 10 of Swords is right next to it, I feel like you're not bringing that up. You're like, okay, Melissa, we're not focused on the past. I'm doing what I need to do for me, and that's stay truthful to my path, my soul, my journey. So you're loving yourself more this year. This is about you exercising your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health, your body as well. But it goes beyond just the New Year's resolution of getting back in shape. A lot of you are looking to, your mental, because you have the King of Swords showing up here. So a lot of you are getting right in the head, and that's a really powerful place to be, because some of you had gone through a lot of confusion, a lot of fear. Some of you may have even lost touch with who you were, right? Who you were because you had to get into this fight or flight or survival mode. Maybe because of, the economy or what was going on around the world, or maybe you were in a relationship that, you felt like you were not able to express yourself to your fullest is kind of what I get. That's not you this year, Aries. You're saying, if people don't like what they see, that's on them. I'm not going to dim my light, because you can see that this Seven of Swords, he's kind of running downstairs with all these books. So I feel like you have some sort of knowledge. This could be secret knowledge that you have. That could be part of this ancestral healing that comes in. It's like you have some sort of secret knowledge that Spirit is saying, Aries, this is your year. This is your time to share, to spread the word, or to educate others. I really actually like you coming out of this Seven of Swords, because again, with the Ten of Swords, you're saying, I'm crossing a line here, or I'm not putting up with anything that is unfair, unjust, especially with that King of Swords here. All right, so you could also be working with a lot of spiritual healing. Maybe you are a spiritual healer. Maybe you practice Reiki. Maybe you do sound therapy. You work with singing bowls, crystals, the chakra systems. A lot of you are healing through meditation. You've done some deep shadow work. So Aries, this is a beautiful energy about you coming home to yourself, because I do feel in the past there was some sort of disconnect. A disconnect from the mind and the body. It's like you may not have listened to your body, or maybe you felt like you weren't quite sure why your body was acting out in a certain way, but you're coming together here with yourself instead of having maybe a cognitive dissonance or feeling apart. They're giving me, and this is interesting because this can be a part of shamanism. So some of you may even have maybe a little shamanism or shaman healer for some of you, or you have that in your ancestral heritage here. But they're giving me soul defragmentation. So some of you, you've gone through some vision quest even, and I feel like you're putting the pieces together. You already have, I feel you've already put those pieces together, and now this is your year for your Nine of Cups. I mean, this is all about mental health as well, which we see, physical health, emotional, but I feel like there's some teachings here that you can help others feel good. You see that there's all different types of bodies here, all different types of women, height, size. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if you're female or male either, but it's about loving ourselves for the light we have, and for, the bodies that we've chose, and for the opportunities and the lessons as well that we've had to learn. So I feel like there's an acceptance coming in here for you. Now, you're also calling in January, at least you're setting the intentions. And that's kind of what I feel is happening with these January readings. Even though you're the very first one here, Aries, I feel like this is an intention based reading that's going to be the groundwork for the entirety of 2024. So I'm curious to see if these cards as well show up in that big overall reading, which again will be out in the following week. This is all about friendships, family, connections. It's about like-minded individuals, because in the past here, especially with the King of Swords showing up, Aries, I feel like things were really black and white, or it felt like you were really separated, like that was someone's energy. They were very low vibes. You were able to detect it. And now it's like you're attracting a lot more of what you are putting out now. Instead of maybe going through the process and seeing the difference, now you are at that higher vibrational level, Aries, where you are attracting other people who have done the healing work, who have cut out certain, things that are no longer healthy, that may have been toxic in their world. And you're going to share this journey with many others. You could travel as well in 2024, but you're setting the intention to meet people who inspire you, people who uplift you, people who motivate you, people who feel safe to be yourself around. And I feel like because you're sitting on this, throne here with the King of Swords, you're saying, and look at that, the King of Swords also has millions of books behind him. So you are definitely someone that is educated, someone who knows a lot about everything. And I feel like you're also attracting those types of people into your world, those types of people who want to talk on all different levels about everything under the moon, right? This isn't just surface level relationships. The type of people that you meet are going to be, very inspiring. You're going to have deep conversations. There's going to be a lot of truth as well. So I love the soul tribe coming in. For those of you that they're giving me lone wolf. Okay, for those of you that have been lone wolves for a while, Aries, I certainly see that you're attracting more of your wolf pack, or you're attracting more of, your soul tribe, right? That could be through travel. It could be through work. It could be through love. It could be in many different forms this year, but you're all sharing this journey. I mean, we are all sharing this journey here on Earth, but I feel like there could be some people that you really bring and bridge some strong attachments that could actually be very long lasting for you, Aries. Now, you also have the Wanderlust. So you could be planning travel. Maybe you are traveling in January, or you're just setting the intention or planning, buying tickets. You're doing something here this month that is going to get you out of your comfort zone. Okay, this is your gypsy soul really being activated in January, where you want to travel, you want to go on new expeditions here. There could even be tourism. And they're giving me, and this is interesting, maybe this is a place you're flying into, but they are showing me New York or the Big Apple. Maybe that's where you're from. There could be a layover there, or maybe there's family or a job, something in New York. So please take that as it resonates. But I'm also getting here with the seashells. Some of you could be traveling to, a beach or a place where there is palm trees and seashells. Okay, now we also have here backpacking. Okay, I'm getting with the backpack, even though we don't see it here in the tarot. Some of you are heading towards a new fool's journey. It's like you are taking what's on your back. You may even be journeying for longer periods of time here. I just heard cruise for some of you. Maybe a couple of you may be planning or taking a cruise as well. But I feel like some of you are ready for this fresh start. You're ready to grab the map here and maybe even just point to a place on the map and say, okay, that's it. That's where I'm going. I'm setting the intention. I'm moving. I'm traveling. I'm getting a job. So I feel like this is a really beautiful energy. Some of you may even work in real estate, Airbnb, the travel industry, something of that nature. Now let's dive into the tarot here. You start off with the King of Swords. And like I said, he is very clever. He's very knowledgeable. He is very experienced, and he uses his intelligence to befriend others. He uses his intelligence in his career, in his relationships. He's very logical. He's straight to the point, cuts through things, doesn't want the fluff of the BS, right? And I feel like that's what you're doing. But also I see here, now this is very interesting, because the King of Swords can hold some very strong beliefs, right? When they believe something, they hang on to it very, very tightly. And because this is your archetype here, I feel like you've shifted and you've adjusted some of your beliefs to feel more aligned with your spirituality, or to feel more aligned with your soul's path. There is something here that you are rising above. I feel like you've had to reprogram or really deep dive into a specific belief of yours, Aries, and you've shifted and you've altered it. And now it's stronger because it's coming from a place of heart and soul, not just the conditionings that you've experienced in the past. It's like you've had to integrate some sort of belief system, and you've had to look at it from a different point of view and say, is this helping? Is this hindering? You've done a lot of fact checking as well. So I feel like there is some research. Some of you, there's research, education. There could be, pursuit of new scholars, new travels, things of that for you in the month of January. All right. Some of you, if you are dealing with some legal issues because someone was a little sneaky or shady, I feel like that is coming to an end, okay, with the 10 of Swords. I feel like someone was trying to get away with something, or you were calling someone out on something sneaky, and maybe you were the instigator and saying, okay, I'm taking this to court. That was not fair. Okay, I feel a favorable outcome. Now, you have the 9 of Cups. Aries, this is beautiful. This is emotional fulfillment. Look at this guy. He has his feet, he's kicked back, and he is just daydreaming about all those cups because he doesn't have to worry about them. There's a sense of independence here as well. There's a sense of completion. He's done the work. He's done the research, but he's also stayed connected to his emotions as well. So when the 9 of Cups shows up here, there is some sort of achievement coming in where maybe in the past, it's like you didn't believe that there was going to be some sort of favorable outcome, but here it is, right? This is that wish fulfillment card, and he's in the library here as well. So this is so interesting. And look at this. I mean, you start off sitting on your throne in the library. And then we have, the 9 of Cups here. He's also in the library. And then, this guy's trying to sneak away some of the knowledge. It's like, again, I keep getting hidden knowledge is coming to the surface. Something is coming out here. And then, the 10 of Swords is also in the library. It's almost like a clue game, right? Here's Aries in the library with the hidden knowledge. And I feel like this is going to be a beautiful start or progression or completion, depending on where you are at in your journey, that's going to lead to a lot of happiness, okay? So 7 of Swords showing up here. I do get a powerful feeling about this. We're just going to actually clarify here. We're going to clarify the 7 of Swords because I feel like this, I keep getting the word secret knowledge, or finally you don't have to hold something back, or you're able to finally let go of something that has been difficult for you. Maybe it was some sort of betrayal, sneakiness. I mean, the 10 of Swords with the 7 of Swords can be some difficulty. Oh, wow. Look at that. You have 7 of Swords on top of the 7 of Swords. Yeah. Hidden deceit. It can be some sort of deceit that was hidden is coming to the truth. You could be the one that is illuminating this hidden deceit. Maybe this has to do, globally or in your community, in your area, in your friend group, in your family. There's just something here that's coming out in the open. And I feel like it's like a breath of I don't want to say fresh air, but in a way for you it is. It's like, okay, the cat is out of the bag. I can move forward, or I finally have the go-to from spirit to share my knowledge or my wisdom. Okay, when you have double whammy cards, that's spirit saying, I'm serious here, Aries. It is time. And because it's showing up in the upright here, I feel like it's clarifying that, yeah, this was some sort of hidden deceit, and you actually have the Ace of Swords in the reverse as well. So definitely some hidden information or some truths, and there's something you're supposed to be doing with this, okay? Something you're definitely doing with this. Now, I really feel like the 10 of Swords here is you putting a stop or an end to cycles, to patterns, to this, deceptive people, to, whatever this 7 of Swords is. Which, if you've been watching tarot for a bit, you know that when the 7 of Swords shows up, it's not necessarily a pretty thing. But I feel you have enough knowledge. You have your sword there. It's like you're going to expose this, or you are going to be a part of this, but it's actually in your favor. So you also have the Ace of Swords and the 10 of Cups. And how interesting, because you have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and underneath it all, you have family. I am going to say for some of you Aries out there, if you were dealing with a family situation where someone is being shady or sneaky, I feel like something's going to happen in your favor. You see the rainbow at the end there. Someone may be getting exposed, but it's actually going to help them heal, or there's some sort of karmic balance coming into play here. Ace of Swords, I feel like something is getting aligned due to what's happened here in the past. Let's just get a couple of clarifying cards before we move on to finance. If this is a financial situation, which look at this, we don't even see one pentacle card here. So we're going to talk about that because there could be something around your finances where maybe you're really setting the intention, okay, I want this year to be more financially lucrative. I want to feel inspired. I want to surround myself with inspirational success and knowledge and wisdom and research, instead of feeling like I have to, underhand everything, or feeling like I'm micromanaging even. I think that's a card that came out for you, or at least I seen that while shuffling. Let's clarify. I want to see what this hidden truth is. Ace of Swords. Let's clarify the hidden truth, please, for Aries. Thank you. Okay, 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. This is something that you may have. Someone lost motivation that it was going to turn out in their favor, and it actually kind of allowed the flow to open up to you here. It could have been an emotional situation for you with the Page of Cups. Maybe it had to do with, a child in the family as well. It could be with someone's inner child. Maybe I'm getting someone's inner child through a little bit of a tantrum, or you've seen in the past that people who didn't get their way, or I just feel like, let me see here with this. Yeah, someone may have been a little bit immature here. The hidden truth. What's the hidden truth here? It's that someone lost motivation to keep lying or keep something hidden. And I feel like it's actually causing some sort of victory here. There's going to be a prosperous win, and it's actually going to be favorable for both parties. Even if you can't quite, I don't want to say you, but the other person, even if the other person, the other company, the other organization, the other family, whatever this is here, it's going to work out because something is out in the open now. Okay. And 9 of Pentacles, you have 2 9s here. There is really a completion. There's some sort of accomplishment that it's out in the open. It may have to do with independence. It may have to do with going it alone, or creating a life that one loves that's a lot more exciting, instead of feeling like you don't have the momentum or the motivation to move forward. So let's see here. The 10 of Cups is really beautiful. It is showing up in the upright. So maybe there was a family that was separated, or there was some sort of drama. I feel like this also has to do, they're giving me something with passport, visa, or maybe, you were separated from family, not due to divorce or anything like that, but maybe due to some sort of restriction. Or passport or job, something of that nature. But for others of you, I feel if you've been in a solitude energy, you've completed that cycle, and you're setting the groundwork to introduce more family. It doesn't even have to be blood related. This is family, like soul tribe, right? That's why you have this here. 10 of Cups, you have double 9s, and you have double 10s here as well. That's pretty powerful. Yeah, you're setting the groundwork here to invite in more friendships, more connections. And I feel like this can help you in terms of finances as well. So let's dive into finances here, Aries. You have the candle, you have the ornament, and you have the cups. So this talks about ambition, taking action. Yeah, because again, we don't see any pentacles. That 9 of coins clarifying says that some of you, maybe your mind hasn't necessarily been just on your pentacle. Maybe it has been on getting honest with yourself first and foremost about who you are, your belief system, about, how you manage money even. It's like doing the dirty work before some wishes can manifest. And I don't mean dirty work as in it's super, super challenging, but for some of you it was, or it is. but you're coming out of that now with this wish fulfillment because you have done the groundwork. It's like you've laid the groundwork and now the walls are starting to come up easier, right? You've laid the cement. It's finally a good sunny day out for you to be able to start building. And a lot of you've already started building and you're putting on the roof. So again, symbolically speaking, this is your dreams. It could actually be a house for some of you. It could be a business. It could be a relationship. So depending on where you are at, I feel like you're doing things this year that are going to bring in a lot of extra income. Okay, because you have extra money coming in here, and we have the ornaments, and this is always my December or Christmas card. So because maybe you're watching this, actually this is coming out on Christmas of 2023. I do put these out a little early for you, but I feel like this is 2024. And so you're laying the groundwork here for you to have and make extra money and be in a higher position than you are right now. So literally a year from today, right? Or a year from whenever you're watching this, I feel like there's going to be a lot of celebration over your accomplishments that 2024 has brought in for you. Some of you could even be retiring or thinking about, retirement, planning stages of it, right? This can be beauty industry. Maybe you're in the finish work, construction, building, something of that nature. For others of you, there are some mature investments that you have set up for yourself that are really going to grow, and you're going to see financial success coming in for you. I love this ornaments card, especially the message that Spirit's bringing in with it. Now, the candle is beautiful as well because this does talk about you taking action. So, building that house, we go back to that analogy there, and I feel like you are not just laying the groundwork, but you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into your dreams. And it's going to pay off because when you're done and you stand back and you look and see what you have built or what you have grown is actually way more beautiful, way more amazing, prosperous, successful than you could have ever imagined. But because you were in the woes of building it, I feel like your third eye was open where you were able to envision it, but it's better than what you could have even envisioned is what I'm getting here. So you're definitely manifesting more money. You have that showing up again here, but there could be some hustle that you bring into the new year that helps you, keeps you motivated to not give up, to keep on going, to keep building. Now, of course, you're going to have some of those weather days where you have to put your work on hold, right? If it's storming outside, you can't necessarily put up the roof. If it is, raining cats and dogs or snowing, it's going to be hard to lay some cement. So trust that those days are for you to rest and recoup. Okay, so this is very important. Some of you, it's management. You may work in a managerial position, or that could be your goal. This is about visibility. I'm getting this athletic energy as well. So some of you, you're going to get in better shape physically, mentally, emotionally in order for you to progress more in your career, progress more financially. And for a lot of you, this is mentally, as we talked about here. You're getting right with your beliefs, and there is this alignment happening. There's this truth happening where you're going to fill your cup, right? This is about overflowing, and it looks like by the looks of it, you already are. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, this is overflowing prosperity. Whether you have a full or empty bank account, right? You could be on the empty side, filling it up throughout the days, the months, the year. For others of you, you do have a full account, but you are filling it up in other ways, right? It doesn't just have to be finances that are going into this cup. There's a lot of really beautiful things that we can look at as prosperous, abundant, and, financial success. So this is also about nurturing yourself, nurturing your business, nurturing and fostering the things that you're seeing some sort of return on, okay? This is also about you taking care of business in order for you to really maintain this 10 of Cups energy, okay? This is beautiful. I mean, You're setting the groundwork for yourself. Your head's in the right space this month, and I keep getting, you're not putting up with BS, or you're not putting up with situations that people are trying to pull a fast one over you, or they're trying to take you by, for advantage of. Maybe that's why you have the micromanage card showing up here, because yeah, there could have been someone who was micromanaging your every move. And maybe if you work for yourself, or maybe even if you're retired, right? I feel like you just felt like you were being scrutinized, or maybe you were even a perfectionist yourself. That could be what you're getting honest. That may be part of that belief system that you were breaking out of or reinventing for yourself because it was hindering your progress. Okay, micromanaging, that's not what you're going to bring into 2024 with you. A lot of you were working on your spending habits as well. Maybe you overspent in the past. Maybe you racked up some debt, some credit card. I feel like you're more mindful of that because they are showing me numbers. Some of you are working with numbers. Maybe you're working with an accountant. Maybe you could be a banker or an accountant as well. But I feel like you're getting right. Again, logically, mentally. I really like this King of Swords showing up for you here because you have some sort of knowledge. You could even be working with this professional as well, even though I feel like this is the archetype that you are bringing in. I feel like because you're attracting other like minds, you could be bouncing some ideas off of, others that help you at this time. Now, there's going to be some unexpected income, especially if you offer some services that are really needed at this time in the world, or at this time in your community, or maybe, again, you work with taxes, or you work with housing, or whatever it may be. It could even be spiritual, body talk, goals, New Year's resolutions. I feel like you're going to see an increase in whatever it is that you do to make money, okay? Because people want what you have to offer. They look at you as very knowledgeable. They look at you as very intelligent and someone that they can trust and go to for advice and support. Yeah, you are taking a look at your budget. You're not spending things on fluff, right? You're not spending things recklessly. I feel like you are keeping yourself on somewhat of a tight budget this year because you have some goals. Now, it doesn't mean that you are living some of you, yeah, maybe you're living off some potatoes here, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to indulge on a good steak every now and then, right? I feel like you're just doing what you can to save for that home that you're building, or save for that retirement or that vacation. And you know what you need to do, and you're going to do it, right? That King of Swords, if he has his mind set on something, there's no deterring him from getting it here. All right, let's look at love. You deserve love. Yes, you do, because you are lovable, Aries. Now, we do see some cups showing up here. So for those of you that are single, you could be setting the groundwork to manifest family, manifest soulmate, or love this year. Okay, this is about you knowing you're lovable, and I feel like you're highly attractive as well. In attraction goes beyond the physical beauty, right? Or, the handsomeness of attraction. I feel like this is about you attracting people, not just on a physical, but, intellectually. And that's what's really stimulating you at this time. Just like the King of Swords, he is very mentally stimulating. He'll ask you the questions. He wants to dive in, get to know you. And I feel like you're attracting people that can hold a conversation, people that, they turn you on with their mind. And I feel like you're having some really powerful conversations with people either in the month of January, or that's what you are setting the intention. I want to attract someone, not just that, they're good looking, or they have these certain physical qualifications, but it goes beyond. It's spiritual, it's mental, it's, physical, it's emotional, it's all of those things. And people are attracted to you because of your self-respect and your dignity is what I'm getting as well. And other people are jealous. They're eating a little bit of that humble pie. Okay, other people may be jealous, but you don't have any room for jealousy in your life. Okay, you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully, right? You're saying, if those people are jealous, that's on them. And so I feel like your self-respect, again, your dignity and your confidence, it feels like it's oozing from you, but not from a place of ego, from a place of experience. And you also have children. Your love life, it could be that children are involved. Now, it doesn't matter if you have littles or if you have adult children here. Children could be something because we do see the 10 of Cups showing up. So maybe some of you are going to have new children enter the world if you're looking to start a family or if you are a grandparent. For others of you, you could be meeting a new person and maybe they have children. For others of you, you could be connecting with your own, maybe adult children, if there has been some sort of, conflict, especially with the family showing up at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming. There could be some sort of news from a family member regarding a child as well, because I feel like this could be very positive, very good. For those of you that are in a relationship currently, make sure you go on date nights or make sure you're not letting external influences interfere with the love that you share with each other. Because sometimes we let those external things get in the way and we forget that we're a part of a team, right? There's no I in team. So there could be a coming back together here. For those of you that are single, you're looking good. You're feeling good. You're feeling healthy. Your mind is in the right place here. You're attractive. You're definitely deserving of love. And I feel like there's a lot of progress here when it does come to your love life. All right, final messages for you here, Aries. You have dance with life. Do something to change up the energy. You're doing a lot to change up the energy. That's why we have the 10 of Swords. And it's interesting because I keep wanting to kind of, my inquisitiveness, my air element. I'm a Libra. This is your opposite, Aries. So I want to dive into that, but it's like, the energy that keeps emanating from this card is like, Melissa, nope, don't go there. We don't need to bring it up. We already healed that. We already dealt with it, or that's put to the past here. But I feel like you're definitely changing the energy of, what 2023 may have been for you. You're shifting it. And it's interesting because on a global collective level, there's going to be a lot of changes in 2024. I mean, a lot. You thought that, 2020 was a big one. 2024 is going to be and the word that I'm getting here, not to scare anyone, because a lot of you watching, you are highly spiritual beings. This isn't news to you. It may be cataclysmic. Is that the word? Cataclysmic? Yeah. Cataclysmic. It's going to boom. And we're going to be actually jumping timelines. But for a lot of you, because your head is right, your head is in the game here. And I feel like you're shifting the energy. And that may be part of these truths that you are putting out there, that you are acknowledging within yourself. You're saying, I need to be prepared. I need to be ready. And I am. And you absolutely are. You're going to do some dancing, maybe some Pilates, some yoga, some walking, stretching, training. This is really beautiful because there's a lot more energy flowing through you and you have a lot more momentum, and that's something you want to work more towards. So there could be something here with the dancing, like no one's watching, right? You may start to move your body. And this started happening to me many months ago, where I would just start to move my body, right? And I'm like, whoa, where's this coming from? But I'm just going to go with it because this feels great. And it's like the body and the mind are both meeting at that level, that energy. There's none of that cognitive dissonance, right? Remember that separation that we talked about earlier with the body and the mind? Even though the mind may be saying, where's this coming from? It's immediately jumping on board, right? And I feel like there's a really beautiful attraction and flow happening here. You have keepers of the earth. It says, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And this was pretty powerful when it came out. And I had to chuckle because you literally have ancestral healing showing up at the bottom of the deck here. So for a lot of you, yeah, you're receiving messages from your grandmothers before you, your grandfather. For some of you, your parents. I feel like you're also looking, and this is a very important message for some of you. Very important. So you may want to just take a nice deep breath. If you're taking notes, maybe write this piece down or save this and come back to this video at the end of the month as well. So many times we focus a lot of our energy on healing ancestral wounds, right? We look at all the bad, we look at all the negative or the curse, right? Which I never use that word ever, because to me, it's not necessarily a curse. It is, a chosen energy that we choose to break from or to learn from or to heal from, whatever it may be. It's not a curse. It may feel like that at times, but what you are doing is you are taking the strengths of this ancestral wisdom. So it doesn't mean that, it was all bad, even though it felt like that, right? It felt like that at times with family. You're taking a look and you're saying, okay, I've healed a lot of those, a lot of those wounds. I've broke patterns. I've broke generational cycles. Now what ancestral wisdom is coming in that was actually very strong, that my parents or my parents' parents brought to the forefront, that I can embrace and utilize. And that's what you're doing. You're taking the strengths of your ancestors. Maybe your ancestors went through that pain, so you didn't have to, or maybe you were the catalyst. You were the one that, broke the cycle, but they had their strength as well. And I feel like there's some sort of awareness or acknowledgement, and there's help coming in here for you. So this is really beautiful. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Some of you are calling in animals through your dreams. Some of you are connecting. If you have your own animals, you're connecting with them on a deeper level. It's like you look at their eyes and it's like you're telepathically communicating with them, right? So you're really connecting stronger, deeper. There's a really beautiful energy coming in from this. And lastly here, Aries, it says birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And that's what we see you doing here. I mean, this Knight of Cups, he's dreaming that new world into being, but he doesn't realize that he's closer than he thinks. The Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups here at the end, this is about you. You've done the groundwork. You've laid the foundation. You've built the walls. You've put on the roof. Now you're about ready to stand back and take a look at your progress. So this is a beautiful energy because you are shifting. A lot of you have already ascended your energy here. And this is the year where you realize, you know what? I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I have these ancestors. I have these spiritual guides. I'm attracting people in the physical. I'm attracting good friends and these family members. So there's a lot of really wonderful changes, and you're going to see more flow and attraction coming in instead of, unattractive or blocked flow, because some of you, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, we won't talk about that Ten of Swords, but there was something blocking the flow. And I'm just getting that whatever had kinked the hose, right? Think of when you kink a hose, you don't have any supply. Something is finally working its way out, and that hose is, free to flow. So you're going to see that there's more flowing abundance, more flowing attraction, flowing love. There's something that you yourself have worked the kinks out of, okay? Because you've put an end to an old cycle, old way of doing things. And this is a year that you really attract a lot more than maybe the last 5 years altogether. So that is what I have for you, Aries, for your January 2024. Again, I will be putting out yearly readings. Also, for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, let me know which themed card really attracts you the most. Is it the body talk? Is it Soul Tribe? Is it Wanderlust? What is it that you are setting the intention on? Is it family, right? Drop it in the comment section below. Body Talk, Soul Tribe, Wanderlust, or family. And some of you are saying, Melissa, it's finances, it's money. Well, then that can go under, any of them. Basically, Soul Tribe, you're calling in new connections, new networks, new organizations. It can be under Wanderlust because you're open to experiencing new things. Whatever that is for you, you're definitely manifesting more of that because you are in a better spot. That is what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of your support here on this channel. It wouldn't be possible to be here without you, and I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so very much, Aries, for tuning in. Lots of love.